men flu is a real thing, man. Man flu is a
Oh,
thing.
oh yeah, it is. I
I
always cry when I get man flu.
I had it during Christmas last year, and it was bad. It was bad. In my line of work, it was constant 7 days a week during that time. And I caught it just at the start of our peak period. So it was
Sorry.
bang. So the day before, fucked. So during that week, it was kind of quiet, and then on the Friday, I was starting to get ill, right? And obviously, me personally knowing that this weekend is either going to make or break a lot of people, because we deal with a large volume of stuff, right? So imagine you have 50 boxes, right? On like an average day, you could go and have 50 boxes of work for you to go through, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, you can be any amount of work in these boxes, but 50 boxes is the number. Over that weekend onto the Monday, even though we worked the Saturday, Sunday, and also going into Monday, imagine on the Saturday it going from 50 to 100, and then from the Saturday to the Sunday it going from
100
100
to
to
200.
175,
Yeah.
and then from there you got 300 on the Monday. So your workload over a weekend has tripled and almost gone up sixfold.
And you
So
decided to get sick.
I didn't decide to get sick. I just happened to get sick on that weekend, and it went from being okay, oh shit, ah fuck, and then just dead. By the Monday, I couldn't move. I was in work. I had 6 layers of clothing on. I was sweating profusely. I could not get warm for the life of me. I'll go into the toilet. I would get all the hot taps on, and I'll just put my hand on underneath the boiling tap, and my hands are just steaming red because it's the tap's that hot, yeah. And I'm splashing myself in the face, and I'm not even feeling the hotness. I was that cold. I just could not get warm for the life of me. From what people were saying around that time, I had pneumonia, or I had a combination of different things go on at the same time, and it just fucked me up.
Maybe it was maybe it was Super AIDS.
I mean, fortunately, I don't have it anymore, so buzzing. But no, it was a really bad time, and obviously, when people say that they got man flu and it knocks you off your feet, it really does.
Oh yeah, it does.
Obviously, I'm just built different, so I just work through it even when I'm dying.
Man flu. That's
Yeah.
it's the most sexist thing ever, though. To be fair, man flu. It's just a common cold that's hard, like, isn't it?
I mean, it's pretty much the common cold, but we make it worse on ourselves
Yeah.
because we work through it. And obviously, if you're working while you're sick, it makes you feel worse,
Oh yeah, and you can get a lot worse. Yeah,
and you
with the
can
symptoms and
progress.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, if you're constantly being sick or you constantly blowing your nose or something and something and something, you can make yourself dehydrated very quickly by doing so. And obviously, if you're working in a fast-paced environment and you're not a chance and you don't have chance to get water or anything to rehydrate yourself,
And then you're
you could
fucked.
make yourself more sick by being dehydrated because you just don't have any means to gas yourself up. I forgot what the word is. There's a
You're
word for it. When you're fully hydrated, your body can break down and do like a certain process. Which is why like that's it, sweat it out. So when you're hydrated
Oh yeah,
to a
yeah.
full amount, your body can like obviously fight itself off and basically in a way sweat out the illness, but or the cold. But if you have no hydration to you whatsoever, it can't do that as it can do. So in a such, it's just constantly getting worse and worse inside you, and before you know it, you get people that are collapsing at work or they're collapsing at home because they're not having enough fluids for the body to go through this process of then of fighting off all the germs and bacteria.
That's why you should drink alcohol when you're the man flu.
If
No,
it's
you
a
should not.
it's honest back in the day, right? And we're going back a long time actually. Did you know that they used to drink wine instead of water?
Yes.
And do you know why that they did that?
Because there were no clean water, right?
Exactly. So around that time, they didn't know that to get rid of the death rate back then for drinking water was a lot higher than drinking alcohol is today.
Oh yeah,
And the
of
main
course.
reasoning because there was a lot of germs and bacteria
And parasites and stuff.
and parasites and whatnot in the water that they were drinking. So even though alcohol dehydrates you and such, it was also much healthier to drink it back in the day. So that's why you get all the images and stuff of people
Drinking
giving
wine.
wine, drinking wine and giving wine to their kids. Because at that time it was the healthiest thing for them to drink. Until some guy went and found coffee. Coffee is where they then learned when you, because obviously it's,
Oh yeah, you need to boil the water when
you
you
need to
make it.
boil. Well, you don't
Yeah.
have to boil the water for coffee, but he figured out that the best way to drink coffee was to boil that water. I don't know how he tested it, but he went from drinking wine every day to drinking coffee every day, and people like, oh, hold on, he's drinking water over coffee. How's he doing that? And then they figure out like he's boiling the water, and then he'll start boiling the water, to then obviously burn it, not burn, to boil all the bad things off, and then everyone's now drinking water instead of wine. So
Imagine
now it's
though,
much.
like being the guy oh, I just invented coffee, and now I can drink water without dying, and people be like, nah, dude, that's a witch. That's a witch. Burn that fucker.
Probably did. It would not melt. It would not. But yeah. So back in the day, everyone used to just get pissed as a fat drinking wine until some guy come over and go, "Hey, listen, this thing, coffee, have some."
Yeah.
And then everyone's drinking coffee in the morning, and then the death rate of people drinking water lowered quite a lot. And then they started boiling off water to then cleanse it, and then they then used it like that from there on. Now we've got filters and stuff that do it for us,
Oh yeah,
so we don't have to boil it constantly.
and they put chlorine in it too, just to make it clean.
I don't know if they. I know they filter it, but they don't use chlorine. I don't know if they do. I know chlorine is used as a pool cleaner. But necessarily you don't want to drink water that's been mixed with chlorine because chlorine is a version of acid. It's like chloricic acid. No, what the fuck's the word now? I'm trying
Oh,
to figure the word.
we have a chlorine in our tap water.
Do you?
Yeah, but we have like small amounts.
I was gonna say because it's a chlorine mixed with water. It can be like chloricic acid. It's
Oh
like
yeah, and
it's basically an acid.
I mean, they do it just to get rid of the E. coli, but it's still not enough though to make it 100% clean. I mean,
Well, if there is to be some chlorine in water, it'd be like within the nanoparticles. It'd be such a small amount in there that you wouldn't even know unless you have some extensive science equipment with you.
I mean, I can taste the chlorine.
Then you probably got a bit too much in there.
Or
Are
maybe
you sure?
maybe it's just off the COVID though. I don't know yet. It could be.
I
My
mean, you didn't
taste
lose your
buds.
sense of smell, so I said, unless the missus has put chlorine tablets in the tap.
Oh yeah, so the miss is trying to kill me.
You never know.
Yeah,
If you can taste a strong amount of chlorine in your water, I'll go to the doctor because something ain't right.
that's why I always have a headache. Could be.
Maybe. I'll go get that checked out.
That would be terrible though. Imagine like she getting up in the morning just refilling with chlorine into all the taps. This would be a small amount so it doesn't kill me directly, but it kills me slowly.
Yeah, over time,
Yeah.
slight sprinkles of poison every now and then.
Rat poison too.
Mm.
I heard rat poison doesn't taste funny.
Well, it wouldn't do. It'll have to be somewhat sweet.
Yeah.
For rats to go up and eat it. It's also a blood thinner. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
I
a
heard
well,
about that too.
it's not a blood thinner in a sense, but it's an anticoagulant. So, or is it a blood thickener? No, it's a blood thinner. So if you say, for example, had like a blocked artery or something, and they needed to pump blood or something through, like you're having a heart attack and one of your valves have closed or not enough blood is getting through, you can
Ah.
be injected with a small amount of rat poison, and it will thin your blood out to where it's able to pump through until they can sort the issue out. Obviously, it wouldn't be rat poison, but if it was in a scenario where they only had rat poison, they can use that.
I mean, if it's 50-50, if I live or die, they can at least just try with rat poison to see if I live.
Yeah, just put it in a syringe and go, and you
Oh
go,
yeah.
ooh, heartbeat.
Have it,
Um,
mate.
to be fair, we don't really have any issues with rats in the UK, so we don't have rat poison over here.
You don't?
No, we have mouse traps, but we don't have rat poison. There could be rat poison. I could be completely lying about that. But in the amount of times I've gone to the shops and stuff like that, I've never personally seen rat poison displayed.
Oh no.
So, unless I'm just completely looking in the wrong aisle. You never know. There may be a rat killing aisle that I've just never seen, and it's got all these rat traps and everything that's branded. How to kill rats in 2023? A massive rat shotgun. Just shoots mouse traps and go bang.
Imagine missing 4 aisles with rat poison.
Yeah, how to fill your rat slugs or rat poison? Like, huh? Just fill up rat poison and shoot them with this powderized.
But you do have rats, right?
Yes, we definitely have rats.
Because we have rats that's as big as the cats in
Oh
some
man,
places.
there's some scary rats in the
Oh yeah.
UK. They bark. Do you know that? Bark at you?
No. Are they?
No, you not seen a barking rat?
No.
Fucking hell. It's like a mini little dog. It's terrifying.
Like
Comes
a
up to you
duck.
and everything, and rides to the bottom of your trousers sleeve and pulls you away. maybe not to that extent. I'm probably pushing it a bit, but no. I've seen a rat probably the same size as like a sausage dog. I
That's
was like,
big.
what the hell has that rat been eating? Probably other rats.
Yeah, because when they get that big, I think they eat other rats, right?
Maybe, or they eat like pigeons or like cats or something. They're eating something. They must be eating good because they're big.
Big and fat.
Oh yeah, it's just terrifying to look at them. Because they move really quick, you know. I don't know if you've ever seen a rat in person, but they move really quick.
I've only heard them like when I lived on a farm. I heard rats in the walls and stuff.
Cool, but that's creepy. Knowing that you're sleeping and a rat's like right above your
Oh
head.
yeah. And it wasn't like the small taps. It was like the. So I was like, that's not a cat, so it should be a rat.
Can always get the rat shotgun just in case. Get ready to shoot this motherfucker.
Imagine waking up with a rat on your chest, though. It's looking at you and be like, "Hey, bruh."
It's just dark eyes. It's like one eye just looking at you, like a bird. It's like staring into your soul. Like, do I move or do I stay still?
Oh, I don't like rats.
I don't think anyone likes them.
Oh, people
Unless it's
keep them as pets.
I class a rat as a rodent. Same with like a ferret. And there's another one. What's the other one?
Mouse.
I wouldn't say a mouse is a rodent. I mean, it could. You know what? It kind of is classed as a rodent, but I would rather have a mouse as a pet, or no, I'm thinking of a hamster. Never mind. Yeah, a mouse is a rodent.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a hamster. But you can more than likely definitely have a mouse as a pet. Like out of the three, I'll probably pick a mouse over a rat and a ferret any day.
I
One,
would pick the
ferrets are
ferret.
smelly, they make loads of noise, and they're evil little bastards. So if you try and stroke its head or something, just bite your fingers off. And rats, they're just filthy animals anyway. So you kind of don't want to.
But the ferrets are cute.
Granted, ferrets are very pleasing to look at,
Yeah.
but they smell. They're very stinky.
I've heard that too. Hello?
What happened there?
There. I don't know.
You just started talking. I went, "Meh." I was like, huh?
Huh?
You gone?
Oh. Everything was going so great, and then the mic stopped.
You know what? It's the Matrix.
Oh,
It was the
oh
Matrix
yeah.
stopping you out your head.
They're listening to the recording, and now they'll be like, "No, we should cut his mic.
You know what? He's getting somewhere. Let's cut him off.
He knows too much."
No, you never know. You get Neo and people just knock on any door next to you. Go, I was only talking about rats.
I have never seen Matrix. Should I pick the red pill or the blue pill?
Oh, it depends. It depends.
I need to Google what they mean. If he knocks on my door, red or blue pill? Matrix.
Oh dear.
A red pill would enable him to understand what was actually occurring outside. Or the blue pill, which would allow him to return. Ah, I would take the red pill, so I know what's going on.
Oh,
I
dear.
would also take his sunglasses because they look sexy.
I mean, you'll probably break all your fingers.
Yeah,
So you had to say you would take the blue pill or the red one.
I would take the red one.
The one that makes you embrace pain for truth or reality. Well, I believe that's the one.
Which you would be able to understand what was actually occurring outside the illusion created by the Matrix.
Yes, the painful truth of reality. Yeah, fair
Yes,
enough.
yes. I would take that one.
Don't know. I'll take the blue one. I'll just be in bliss. I'll be happy in my own little illusion. At least I know that I'm safe. I don't need to know of the world terrors. The world can be on fire and nukes everywhere, but I'll be happy in my little bubble.
I love that we talked about conspiracy theories and for like 1 hour, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I'd take the blue pill."
I'll
That's
take the
good.
blue pill. I mean, it's conspiracy theories. Yeah, well, it's all a conspiracy. So I'll have the blue pill and be in bliss, knowing that they're all conspiracies and none of them are real. But no, it's what's your take on the Matrix, as some people say there is? I think it's well, I don't think it's. I find it to be just a lot of shit, and some people's way of trying to say that there's a higher purpose in control of everything.
Yeah, I
When
don't
it's
believe like the Matrix would be like true. Like I've heard people say like, "Oh, it's not a movie, it's a documentary," and I'll be like, no, it's not."
like I obviously I know the movie's made to show that it could be a simulation and stuff like that, but and I do believe that somewhere there is like a little tiny cult that like govern over people and stuff like that. It's called the government. Um but I when people say, "Oh, I'm being cancelled," the Matrix. Woo. No.
It's the big giants
Yeah,
on the flat Earth
it's
that's
just
getting you canceled. Yeah,
it's the overload.
yeah.
The overlord's just behind the ice walls. I feel like you just described Attack on Titan when you said the ice walls, by the way, and all the big giants behind them.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, I'm not being like 100% serious about big giants behind the ice walls. Just like they're more sophisticated people behind the ice walls
Maybe
and higher
more
IQ.
brain cells. They knew that the Earth was a shit ground. Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, and they just left it, and now we're like, oh, maybe we are a toddlers, the Sims game, like a 5-year-old. That's why it's going so bad because he doesn't know the controls yet.
But no, yeah. When I kind of just zoned out that long. I can't even lie. But yeah, when people try and say, or when everyone online goes, "Oh, I'm the Matrix, the this that, the Matrix that," I just no.
I
I
haven't
mean,
seen
a
it,
lot.
so I can't like being fully like.
Basically, a small debrief. It's basically saying that the world's being controlled by a higher, like a higher power. And
Like
the
a video
Matrix.
game, like
Yeah,
yeah.
so like imagine if you're playing Sims, right? and the person that you're playing kind of suddenly figures out that he's in a simulation, and then fight that, and then he can like do some shit, and bang, he's now in the real world.
I love that. "Ooh."
Yeah, like they figure out that they're in a simulation. They take these things and they can see how the world is um, truly about, and stuff like that, and all the different sci-fi shit. I haven't seen it in a while, so a lot of it's not in memory. That's what everyone's trying to describe. So like something happens. Oh, we must be in a simulation called the Matrix. I don't know why it's called the Matrix. I think they just pulled it off the fact that there was a film about a simulation in the real world, and they just go, oh. And then it's not impossible. We could be living in a simulation.
Oh, we could, but we will never know.
We will never know.
No.
There's a theory out there, multiverse theory, where there's like an
Oh
infinite
yeah.
amount of realities. So there's an infinite amount of people, or an infinite amount of yourself.
Yeah, in
So
different universes
in
with
different
different backgrounds. Yeah.
universes, in different scenarios. So there could be a universe, or there could be me in a different dimension where I've got two lot of arms instead of just me being now. I could be a billionaire, I could be poor, I could be alive, or I could be dead, etc., etc. There's an infinite amount of
Or
possibilities.
you could be a ferret. You never
You
know.
could be a ferret. That is true. You could be in a ferret world with humans as pets. You never know. You could be in a ferret cage now, and they're all going, "You smelly bastards."
Yeah. I heard
You-
humans smell. Yeah, it's because you bathe them with milk.
yeah, you never know. Um,
Imagine.
but yeah, there's an infinite amount of realities, and it's possible in one of those realities we're in a simulation. It's just,
Yeah,
just out there.
Family Guy
Um,
have joked about this one.
Obviously, it's the number of probabilities is very, very low. But just because it's low does not mean it's not a possibility of it happening. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, I would more believe on that than believe on Matrix.
yeah, it's true. I mean, I would more believe that us in the present is currently in a simulation rather than the Earth being flat.
No.
Yeah, there you go. Have that one, you fucker.
I would rather believe that the Earth is flat than the moon landing took place.
I mean, you never know. The moon landing could have been staged, but do you know what that is? It's just it's a conspiracy theory.